Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again with another product review for you today. Today I will be reviewing a borescope by Kizzy, however you pronounce that. I have been in the market for a borescope for some time now. I do a lot of chimney inspections and stuff like that, and this is going to help me do that. At least let's hope. It does come with a nice carrying case. It is rather mushy. It is not a hard case, which probably would have been nice, but it does offer some, you put your device in here. This will help, nice little padding will help protect your screen. And it does have a little pouch in here to put your camera and your accessories like your charging cable. So let's talk about this charging cable. This thing does take a while to charge. I almost left this thing on there for almost 8 hours to fully charge this thing up. It is a standard USB mini. I wish this thing was USB-C. USB-C can charge a lot faster, and as expensive as this unit is, it would have been nice to have had that USB-C to charge this thing up, maybe taking a couple hours off of it. But I do highly recommend that you keep this thing fully charged. Once you're done using it, charge it up, then store it away. All right, you don't want to have to need this, go and pull it out and your battery's dead, because your whole day will be gone. All right, you'll be spending all day waiting for it to charge up before you get a chance to use it. All right, we're going to talk real quick a little bit about this camera. It has 3 cameras with 8 LED lights. We have a camera on each one of these 2 sides, as well as a main camera right up here in the front. Gives you a 1080p picture, which is plenty good enough for anything that we need to do. It also comes with 2 different attachments here. So you've got one attachment that's got a little hook on it. So if you need to fish something out and grab a hold of something, this will help you do that. It's also got one that's got a magnet on the side here. So if you drop a bolt or something down behind your engine, this thing can really help you fish that out. To put these things on is really simple. On the end of this light here is just a little cap. It's not even a cap, it's more like just a thread protector. You know, just take that off, and then this will just screw right on top of it. And you'll just screw that down, which I really like the fact that it screws on, because at first I thought this was just gonna pop on, and if you go and try and grab a hold of something and this thing falls off, that's not gonna help you at all, right? But it does screw on, just finger tight. And I'm gonna leave this on so that you can see what it looks like with this on, because at first I was afraid that it was going to block that camera view from the front, but it really doesn't block it very much. So I'm gonna turn this thing on with this on so that you can see it. But before I do, I'm just gonna go over this little controller here. So this knob here is what's going to control the brightness of your light all the way, turn this thing all the way counterclockwise to brighten it up. Turn it counterclockwise all the way over to the left, will turn the light off. Then you've got this button here is going to be your search button. So this is going to change it between which camera you want pointing out, the front camera or one of these 2 side cameras. And then this bottom button here, if you can see it focus on here, is our camera button. So we can hit this button and snap a photo of whatever it is we're looking at here. The cable that they give you is a little over 11 foot long, which is plenty long enough for me. It is nice and flexible and very rigid, so you can bend this thing into certain different angles. However it is you need to get it to fit around, it will stay. Bend it nice and straight on there. They say this thing's waterproof up to, I believe it's like 3 feet or something, just a little bit over 3 feet. It's more than enough for anything that I plan on using this for. I don't really plan on sticking this thing into any water, but the fact that it is waterproof is nice. All right, so a little bit about the main unit. It does come with a very nice, grippy, rubbery texture. Feels very durable. One of the things I like the most is this little kickstand here. Being able to adjust this angle and how you want this thing sitting is a really nice feature. It sits well on top of my engine, so if I got to use this thing behind there to try and fish stuff out, it definitely comes in handy. To turn this thing on, you're going to power this button on, well, real quick. So you've got the memory card here. It does come with an external memory card. It's almost like 30 gigabyte memory card. It's like 29.8 or something like that. If you plan on taking a lot of videos and a lot of photos, you might want to go ahead and get yourself a new one, just so that you have a couple extra spares. That's your charging port right there, your camera connectors. You know, to put this on, you just screw these little things in there, connect this, screw these in there. Just go and figure tight. Don't over tighten these guys, okay? If you try and over tighten, you're just going to strip it. All these things you're doing is just to try and keep this thing from falling off. To turn this back on, all we got to do is just hold this power button in for a few seconds, and you're going to get your little welcome screen. And now we've got a view. So now you can get a good idea of that little magnet end on the end here. You can see it doesn't block off a whole lot of the view. I was afraid it was going to block off a lot of it. So now that you kind of see what I was talking about, we can go ahead and take this off. The camera, don't be discouraged by the look of this camera right now. When it's trying to deal with stuff from a distance, it doesn't really work very well. But I'm gonna stick this down on the side of my garbage disposal so you can kind of get a better idea of how well it looks. And everybody wants to see what's inside my garbage disposal, right? If you're queasy, you might not want to be watching. So here we go. As we look down inside here, see if we can turn the light on so we can see what we're looking at here. There we go. Let's make it nice and bright. And as you all can see, now we can look inside there and see if there's anything in there that might be blocking anything. You know, if you got it jammed up somewhere, this will help you out. All right, as you can see, the picture clarity on it is plenty clear enough for you to get a good idea of what you need. Now, if I see something that I don't like, I can just snap a photo of it. But I think that's just going to change my camera angle on there. I did not snap a photo of it. So that's switching over from one camera. We're going to switch it over to the other camera. We're going to switch it back to the main camera. And then I'm going to take a photo. So as you can see, the clarity on this thing is plenty clear enough for anything that you need to be viewing. This massive 7-inch screen is amazing. I absolutely love it. I have a hard time trying to view things off of something this big, especially when I've got it a distance away from me. We're going to run real quick through the settings menu on here. To access the settings, we're just going to press this button up here to get the settings. And as you can see, you can adjust. You can go into your albums and your photos. So if we go into photos, you're going to see the photo that we just took. I took a couple photos of inside my engine the other day, but we can go down here and you'll view the photo we took down inside my nasty garbage disposal. Back it out. We'll click back out again. If you have any videos stored, it'll show you your videos, but we don't need to go there. Let's go into resolution. You can change the resolution on this thing. I keep mine at 1080 HD quality. I don't really know why you want to lower this resolution, but I'm sure there's probably a reasoning behind it. We're going to go back out again. Backlight. Being able to adjust the brightness of the display can really come in handy when you're trying to deal with the natural sunlight. When you're using this thing outside, being able to adjust that so that you can see it better is very helpful. You can turn this thing so it dims it down real low, or if you need to, you can brighten this thing up to max brightness. Keep in mind though, the brighter you keep this setting, the faster this battery is going to drain, okay? So if you plan on using this a long time, and you don't have time to charge it up, you might want to lower your brightness down maybe midway, okay, just to extend some of that battery length. Back out one more time here, and you're going to see that there is a plethora of different languages you can choose from here. If you want to learn a few words from a different language, this can really come in handy, because you know that album resolution, you know all these in English. When we swap it over to a different language, let's go to French. Now I know that these words are the French equivalent to my English words, right? So it's actually a learning education here, right? No, maybe not. Okay, so we're going to go back to language, because I do not speak French. I speak English. Let's go back to English. Format. This will allow you to delete everything that's on your memory card, or if you get a new memory card, this will help you format it and get yourself ready to go. Little information with SD card capacity. It is, right now I'm using 0.8 gigabytes at a 29.8 gigabytes internal. So this is that memory card that I was telling you about up here. It is about a 30 gigabyte memory card. It does give you version information, but that's it. You know, when I see this, I assume that there's the ability to update this. I haven't figured that out on how you update it or what you need to do to update it, but that's going to be it. To turn this unit off, we're going to hit this power button here. I'll hold that in for a few seconds. You'll get your little bye-bye message, and that's it. Well, I hope you all found my review was helpful. If you're in the need of a borescope, I do highly recommend this one. It is a very, very nice unit, and I am so pleased to have been able to have this. Y'all have a great day.
Okay, quick video about our KZ3000 Pro scope, basically, inspection cam. So I have it hooked up here, this is how I would be using it all the time, so I figured I'd just do a little review kind of showing its capabilities and its quality. It's actually quite impressive. Most of these inspection cameras that I've purchased over the years have been subpar. As you can see, I can zoom in. I've already taken pictures and video and stuff like that with it. But you can see I can back out. Brightness is really good. You can adjust that. Obviously, it's going to come through a little bit differently recording through my cell phone. But it has cameras on both sides of the scope. So like, as you can see, I'm now looking out the side of the camera. There's cameras on both sides and cameras straight forward, as you would usually see. So really good quality. I've used the, let's see if I can skip through the albums here while filming this at the same time. Oops, press OK. The screen's really big, really bright. It has a memory card in it, so it saves all your pictures and videos as you would be flipping through it all. So all in all, quality, I mean, I've only had it for maybe a week now, but we've used it on a couple engines. The remote, everything is pretty slick, honestly. So far, very happy with this thing comparatively to some of the other inspection cameras we've used. The case is decent. I mean, it's nothing super special, but it's everything needed to keep it safe. Oh, I didn't even notice this was in here. There's another, looks like a little pick and a angle. Oops. There's another pick and a little angle for seeing a little bit different, it looks like. So, all in all, super pumped, super happy with this thing. Memory card comes with it. It came basically charged when I got it. And it does video recording, takes photos, stores everything on the device itself. It is waterproof, so I don't got to worry about getting water or oil or coolant or anything like that on it. Again, for what I'm using this for is going to be mostly engine stuff. But thumbs up on this one, looks pretty good.